Greetings, everybody. Every so often, I take a break from YouTube. Sometimes I decide in my mind I'm done with it. And then I'll have people come and say, Forward, Jenny, we need to hear from you. And I often come by and I speak my truth. The people can depend on me speaking my truth. And so this video is going to be about speaking my truth. Now, I'm speaking to a special individual, and I hope you watch this because I'm not going to mention your name and I'm not going to put it as a title. Because the aim is not to embarrass you. The aim is to tell you the truth. Because I hate hypocrisy and I hate people who are hypocrites. And a lot of us are surrounded by people who are hypocrites. They will watch you fall down a drainage, down, a cliff, when they could just tell you the truth and save you that pain and suffering. You understand? Now, what I'm talking about in this video is the fact that people don't give a damn about people who are poor. Now, when we talk about poverty, we're not just talking about poverty in the mind, we're talking about the physical aspects of poverty. I'm also going to say to you, young man, what many people are not saying, but they're saying it behind your back. And they're saying, you beg too much. Listen, if you think that you have a medical situation and people are going to care about you and your medical situation, people stay far from people who are sick. People run away from people when they hear about medical issues. For some reason, they think it's contagious. And if you have a medical history or a medical situation and you're poor, dog, nyam yourself, poor brother. Listen, you need to observe because I really want to see your channel take off. You need to observe and see what is going on social media. You see, the people with big YouTube platforms, it's a science, and they have studied the science into gaining traction online. So listen, if you are poor and your poverty is so terrible, you better come with comedy because you can distract them with the comedy. And so people are so stressed out in their life that when you are coming with the jokes and making them laugh and distracting them from their problems, they'll not see your poverty. And you can slowly come out of it that way. When you have problems and you're telling people about helping you with your problem, it is like a repellent. It scares them off. It's like, I don't want to see you. I don't want to spend time with you because then you're asking for help is like a thing that turns them off. They don't want that. People love fantasy. So the social media kings and queen understand, get a bigger house. Even if they can't really afford it, they take it as a gamble because with business, you need investments and investment of your time and risk. You have to take risks. So those social media kings and queens understood that early on. So they move out of that smaller space and they go rent a mansion. They go live into somebody else's house, a big mansion, and spread it out. And then they take credit card and they're investing. So they take the credit card and they furnish their houses and they go into department stores with brand, what do you call it, design labels and stuff. Even if it's a belt, even if it's a slippers, even if it's a purse, even if it's a glasses, to show that they are arriving or have arrived. So when they show the riches now, the people who are poor will take their dollar and send it to them. They will donate to their social media platform. They will send them presents. Listen, you're talking about black people. Understand how black people think and work. So when they see you with a lot, they give you their little. When you got nothing, you're getting nothing but kicks and slap from them. They don't want to see you. So when you have a medical problem and you're telling them that, I got this issue and I'm asking for a little donation, you're turning them off. I'm not saying you shouldn't ask, but ask for a mansion. And the only way you're going to ask for that mansion is if you do something for yourself. So if you have a chicken farm, if you are raising two goats, if you are cooking in the middle of the beside the lake or the river or whatever, and you are preparing nice food, you appeal to their sensibility. You are going to attract them to your channel. They're going to want to watch you because you're making nice food, especially food that the ones overseas don't get to have all the time. Like myself here, I am so desperate for a piece of roast breadfruit. And every time I see a fluxy breadfruit in the supermarket and I buy it and I bring it and roast it, I cannot eat it. So when I see someone roasting breadfruit on the side of a riverbank, oh my goodness. When I see somebody out there in the woods, oh my goodness, I want to watch them. And if those individuals were to come to me and say, I have a problem, help me, I'd probably think of doing it because now they're giving me something. They're luring me into the channel, providing me with something that they know I don't have. And so those who go to the spa and go to the rich places, I don't blame them because what they're doing now is giving you something to fantasize about. So the people now get caught up. It's magic. It is magic. Now they're luring you in because everybody want that life. Everybody want that better thing, that richer thing. Nobody wants to hear a sad story. Nobody wants to, no, those who use your sad stories to make themselves better and to make themselves richer, will give this trickle down effect on you. So the people are not helping you. You see, those who have a great platform and they can get millions of dollars in the name of poor people, they're not really helping you per se. They're helping themselves, but in the process, you get helped. You understand me? The people are in love with the person who showed the millions of dollars. They're not in love with the stories. They're not in love with the stories, they're in love with the host. And so when you're asking for help and you're constantly asking for help, you're supposed to really be your best advocate. But the best way to help yourself is not to beg, to say, help me, please. Don't show your story because they don't care. A friend of mine who was now passed away, rest in peace, on her channel, she used to always show herself on the ventilator machine or she show herself when she's on the sleeping machine, and her views went down. Nobody wants to see that. I was living in a basement apartment for a temporary time, and I made the mistake of showing the people that I go down these little steps, and I was living in the basement. My viewership dropped. People don't like that. People love the rich life. That's why when I come into the riches, I don't share that with the people. I don't share all my victories with the people because I realize they don't care. They don't support you when you're at the bottom and when you're climbing. They want to meet you at the very top. And once you're there, when you're standing up on that plateau and everything is going well for you, these ones want to support you. Yes, I got people who tell me, oh, Jenny, make a Patreon account. Oh, Jenny, make a PayPal account. They're not donating jack. They just tell you that because the people who want to do things for you, they're not telling you to do none of these things. They just send it on. Okay? They just support you. You don't have to ask. Let me tell you, when people want to do for you, you don't have to beg. So if you find that you're asking and you're asking and you're asking, stop asking and find out how you can be creative in helping yourself. And as you start to help yourself now, the people will see and they will align with you when they see that you're getting greater and greater and greater. People don't like poor people. People aren't going to love you after you're rich. Okay, so if you want to be a YouTuber and you want to gain wealth or some kind of financial stability from here, use your wisdom. Watch the people who are doing well and know that they're using a kind of a science. Okay? And when we say science, we're not just talking about obia. We're talking about using their ability to think outside of the box. On some platforms, they get people to compete to donate to their channel. I can't blame them because you're really producing, you know, content for the people and it takes time. You have to buy equipments, you have to set up lighting. It's not an easy thing. So when the people ask for donation, I don't have a real problem for them asking for a donation, especially if you got tons of people watching you and looking forward to your content. And I guarantee you, those individuals who are doing very well, they don't have to ask people to help them. People, as soon as they come on the platform and say, I'm having this problem, I got this problem, People come right out to support them. Don't pay no mind to people who are telling you, oh, I want to do this, that, and the other for you. The people who want to do for you do. So if you find you constantly are asking for help and you're not getting any help, your strategy is not working. They're not feeling sorry for you. People don't feel sorry for people who are suffering. No, even the ones who come out to help, they're not really doing it for the person, or they just want to be noticed. A lot of them who come out, they just want to hear their name called. Have you ever watched these lives? They'll be talking to the person who is speaking on their live, and they're getting mad because people are not reading their comments. People just, they're very egotistical, they're attention seeking, and so they don't want to align themselves with people who cannot promote them and their name. They love when their names get called. Some of these women we see sending millions of dollars to Jamaica. These women are tired and sad and lonely. A lot of them, and very obnoxious. If you ever hear how some of these people claim that they're donors, or they speak and how they behave, oh my gosh, they're a disgrace. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just speaking to the young man. You know yourself, and I'm saying to you, a lot of people are saying you beg too much. And it's hard to hear, but I'm not going to let you embarrass yourself anymore, because that's not the type of person that I am. I'm not going to let you embarrass yourself. And I'm telling you, don't stop going live, but change the way you're doing things. And there's no problem in asking for help, but ask for help to make yourself better. But before you start asking for help, go get that 1 dozen chicken, or go get that 1 goat, or go get the things so that the people can see that you're helping yourself. Because nobody's going to feel sorry for you because you're sick, because you're poor. No, they want to see you help yourself. Okay? Puss and dog don't have the same luck. Some people can't just come out one time and ask and they get millions. Some people have to work hard for their stuff. And it clearly shows that you have to work hard for what you got. Okay? And as for all the people who are saying, oh, Jenny, create this, whatever, and create that, listen to me. I got all of those things. And you only come and offer things because you think I'm not going to ask you. All right? Stay blessed, everybody.